Hello, everybody, and welcome in for another edition of the Tully's Good Times with Coach Show. My name is Brooks Hill, voice of the Black Bears. To my right, your left, for everybody watching here in the restaurant and back home on YouTube, is head coach of Brant Sherwood. We want to thank you guys for tuning in for another edition, whether you're here in person at the Tully's on the Vestal Parkway location or following along on Black Bears YouTube. It's been a slow start to the week, at least upstairs. However, the guys on the ice today, no slowness could be found anywhere. I was lucky enough to sneak away for a little bit during some quiet times and go see the guys practice this week. And Coach, a good 90 minutes today out there on the ice. And you asked me afterwards what my honest thoughts were. I said very intense and people throwing the body around, but guys really getting it after it today. Getting prepared for a 2-game weekend here coming up.
Yeah, we had a nice little roundtable discussion this morning, especially about, our games the past month or two, and then obviously the game on Friday that left a bad taste in everyone's mouth. So overall, the message is just get back to work. We're not that special, we're not that good, and we got to put on our work boots and grab our lunch pail and just put in the effort.
Sounds like a lot of old school hockey. Grabbing the lunch pail.
That's why we had Tom Reynolds out there today.
Okay.
We need to bring that old school mentality, and it was nice to see the boys respond. They usually always respond, but we're at the point where these reminders they just can't happen like every other game or every week. So looking forward to this weekend and seeing what this group has to offer.
I said during the post-game show Friday night after the loss in Elmira that was a little bit different than the Super Bowl Sunday game, where you maybe had some extenuating circumstances where you could see where things went a certain way that day. Friday night came, as I'm sure, as a shock to you, a shock to me, a shock to the fans as well. And wrapping up the show, I said it was an opportunity now for the team to get humbled a little bit. And I was you'd rather have that loss now with 16 games left to play in the regular season than
the last weekend of the season or something like that.
Matter of fact, the last game of the season.
Yeah, no, I don't expect this group to kind of go forward that way. So let's be realistic. We are a first place team. We're a very good team, and it's hard to bring your game every single game. So I try to give these guys excuses, and not having the arena availability on Thursday and Friday. There's an excuse, just different line combinations. There's another excuse, but ultimately these guys are professionals and they have to show up for every game no matter what's presented in front of them, whether they have a practice the day before, whether they're on a different line or the line they prefer. There's ultimately no excuse in the Black Bears organization. We make sure these guys are prepared from the coaching staff and upstairs for them to do their job on the ice.
Well, speaking of new guys and combinations, 3 of the new guys were able to make their Black Bears or their pro debut last Friday. So Stefan, Nelson, and Clark. I know Clark was able to score the first goal of the game that tied it up at 1 in the first period. But how would you assess the new guys? I know it's just one game, but what stood out to you about having the 3 new guys in the lineup the other night?
I thought they did fairly well for Steph. He didn't even get a practice in before that game, and he's been off for close to 3 years coming out of AIC. So obviously the game didn't go to his liking, but I saw some glimpses of some really good stuff. And then with Robbie, it's a very similar situation, off for a year. He made some really good passes to the middle. He's a very heads-up hockey player. He's got that offensive ability, and it'll be nice to see him get groomed as we go forward. And then with Clark, he's just, kind of the buzzsaw, spark plug. He was flying all over the place, and he's going to get better with time, but him just getting a goal in his first game, that was awesome to see.
I think it's a good way that he can jumpstart his career, and hopefully it lasts very long, not only here in Binghamton, but forever, that he can, or as long as he can play, pro hockey. It's all of these guys' dreams to play as long as possible, and, wish him well in the future, and hopefully, a good opportunity for them to bounce back on Friday and Saturday. Funny enough that you mentioned about Robbie Nelson Jr., as the game goes along, and if I can't get it in a sentence or something like that, or we're at intermission, I'll write down some of my notes, and I wrote multiple times, Nelson pass middle. And hard passes on the tape through traffic. One thing that I definitely wanted to mention as well.
It's a very confident play, and when they're clogging up the walls like they were, you gotta find different outlets, and it's a combinations of centers wanting the puck, and then the D making gutsy enough play and kind of hanging on to it long enough for it to develop. So he made some great plays. Unfortunately, he's a little sick right now, so hopefully we can see him on the ice in the next couple days. But just a couple tough bounces for the new guys, and especially on that game Friday night.
So Black Bears right now in the midst of a 3-game road swing. They played Elmira last Friday night. They will take on the River Sharks again this upcoming Friday, and then they'll be on the road against the Danbury Hat-Tricks on Saturday. Both games are starting at 7 o'clock. We'll be live on the Black Bears YouTube page for the broadcast of the game, so we invite you to tune in for both nights, seeing the Black Bears play some Empire Division foes. And you mentioned, even though it was a loss and, you move on to the next one, Black Bears still in first place, still by a very, very big margin over Motor City in second place. We talked about it last time we were here at Tully's. I think that you mentioned it a little bit with the roundtable discussion, being humble, things like that. You guys tempering your emotions, knowing that, hey, just because you finish in first place doesn't mean the job is going to be done when the second season starts halfway through April.
Yeah, it's just even from my personal experience, it's the right team at the right time. My last season was with the Roanoke Ralliart Dogs, and we were the 8th seed, and we made it all the way to the finals. So it doesn't really matter who finishes first. Everyone's got a clean slate going into playoffs, and it's usually who's hot that's going to be trending towards a championship. So we gotta get some fine tuning done, and get these lines and pairs right, and find our game back again. And just another excuse for those guys. This is going to be our first weekend in about a month and a half of having a full lineup due to the rule changes midway through the season, and it'll be nice to have just 10 forwards and 60 so we can buzz away. I mean, there's guys like Tyson Kirkby and Jesse Anderson. I think they played maybe 10 games in 15 days. It's very tough to do, so you could see just a slight dip in their game, and you know what? It's pretty warranted. There's a lot of things we got to work on, but I trust this group. We're going to do the right things, and I'm sure you'll see a different team on Friday.
Yep, I think so as well. I was also quick to point out the last time that you guys lost to Elmira in Elmira, you went back to the same building and you outscored them by 8 in a rematch. I think that's definitely something that fans can expect is a completely different team, just 7 days apart from each other. I think is going to be
the full lineup's huge, and before the game on Friday, I mentioned it, and sometimes maybe the delivery and the message, we played a little soft that night, and I think everyone kind of noticed that. Our forecheck wasn't quite there. We weren't as quite physical, so that's not us. That we're going to take penalties, and we're going to play hard, and we're going to be able to kill it off, but in no way, shape, or form should we be playing soft. It's just we kind of went to that side of the game, and I just never want to see it from our team again. If we have to kill off penalties because it's a hard penalty and not something stupid or retaliation, leaving the bench or continuing on, any one of those that's like a misconduct or getting you suspension for doing something dumb, we just want to avoid that. So ultimately, though, we have to stick to our game and not change our style for anyone.
Well, when you guys have stuck to the game this year, they've been the best team in the league, and when you're playing with a full complement of players, like you said, the 10 forwards and the 6 defensemen, very tough team to beat no matter who they line up against, and something that we're going to look forward to this Friday and Saturday. The Black Bears playing with a full slew of players in the lineup tonight. It'll be the first time in 12 games that Binghamton will be playing with a full complement of players as well. Long practice today, a lot of physicality, but a lot of good production. I thought it was a good practice. You expect all the days of practice this week to be as intense as today?
No, I don't.
Okay.
This was the work day, and typically throughout a week, you kind of want to ease your way into the weekend. But yeah, there was a lot of guys working out yesterday, and then today was definitely going to be the hardest day. Tomorrow is just a little reminder of each ounce of our system, like face-offs, D-zone, neutral zone forecheck, our regular forecheck, our breakouts, control breakouts, all that stuff. So it'll be a long mental day tomorrow, but a little bit easier on the body and legs. So and then Thursday, as always, it's a little bit more of a fun day. We do a lot of special teams and games and stuff. So it'll definitely be lighter. So you need to make sure these guys are fresh going in the weekend. But we absolutely needed a hard day today. And I don't think we've seen an hour and a half practice maybe since
training camp,
November, December at most. So it was fun. I mean, it was good to just see the boys put the effort in. It was awesome.
It was really neat to see a lot of guys getting a lot of touches, end-to-end action as well. I liked some of I would say they're new to me, maybe just because I haven't seen them this year. Maybe that's from the days that I missed practice or whatnot. But seeing some different drills and seeing the guys battle, going one-on-one, seeing guys hit in practice also, showing the physicality and, still seeing some great saves, great scoring, and some good plays. Breaking up pass, a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything, and that's what this team
smorgasbord.
is. We're not a skill. We have a ton of skill, but overall we need to do the little things right and add everything to our game, because ultimately we're single A players. I'm a single A coach. We need to work on everything, and you're not just one-dimensional player where, I'm a shooter. No, you got to be able to forecheck. You got to be able to play in the D zone, and that's what's going to get these guys to the next level.
Got to be a little bit of like a Swiss Army knife. Got to have a little bit of everything.
You have to.
You never know what you're going to need when someone gets hurt. Notice when some people are killing penalties that aren't on the PK a whole lot, those things like that. And, the Black Bears have done a good job of getting guys ready for any situation in that category. So we're take a break from the Black Bears talk real quick here. I know before you sat down, you were talking about what's going on in the big leagues in the NHL. Trade deadlines looming across, and I asked
I always like talking about your Hurricanes.
I wasn't even going to bring them up, but since you insisted on it.
That's our thing. If I cross the Hurricanes on TV, I'm watching it just so I can either chirp you or tell you what a good goal Aho scored or whoever.
Well, I was going to ask what you thought the Sabres were going to do. They're kind of stuck in the middle ground.
I don't know what they're going to do. We're a lost organization, a losing culture, man. I had high hopes this year, but
there's still time.
You need these guys to develop, and I think everyone was banking on Levi, the goalie, and just. You can't put a young goalie in too early. That a lot of these goalies, they hit their prime around 25, 26, 27 in the NHL, and I think they jump-started a little bit.
Yep. And I was talking with our good friend Jeff before the show as well, and he was like, "Man, I'm just tired of keep saying it. I'm tired of the word rebuild." It's 20 years in.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that high, but he made it seem, and he was having a good laugh with it as well. But a lot of big names out on the market who are more than likely going to be moved here in the next couple of days.
Who do you think the Hurricanes are going to scoop up?
I'm stuck. I can see where they don't make any move because the way that
things are going,
the way that they've been doing the organization since Tom Dundon took over is they do not go for rental players. they either sign in free agency in the summer or they trade for term. Not a lot of people out on the market with term. So I can see they don't make a move and they just be content to roll. I mean, truth be told, none of it matters. And it doesn't matter for any team if your top guys who are already there aren't performing.
Exactly.
Like everybody you're adding now is a supporting cast member.
If it
to the
ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. And, you know, I'll tie this back into the FPHL real quick. The two teams at the top of their divisions are the two teams that have made the least amount of transaction player-wise this year in signing and releasing different players. Columbus in the Empire, or Columbus in the Continental, Binghamton in the Empire. And just a stat to consider for everybody, the two teams that have used the least amount of players are the two teams that have had the most success.
I think it's, you know, having a good organization. These guys want to be here, so that definitely helps. And I think me and Boom Boom down in Georgia might be the best recruiters in the league. So we're definitely getting some good talent into this league and enhancing the product. And it's awesome to see those guys succeed. But it's great to see it here. How we really have created a winning culture. So it is something to hang our hat on, and we just, you know, we got to get that consistency back in our game.
Yep. I think at the end of the day, it's something that, you know, you, Andreas, the Booster Club, other sponsors, like something that people
Front office. Josh doing all the video, our Jumbotron action, just everything about our arena. It's just a real special place, and it keeps guys here, our fans. It's just, it's the whole city.
Yep, I think it's a lot of stuff that a lot of people can be proud of, and it goes to the culture that is behind the double doors that you guys have built, not only with the guys in the locker room, but the supporting cast for that. As well. So I think that's also something that you don't want to ever lose sight of. And, you know, when everybody goes their way, whenever the offseason comes, hopefully we're the last team to go into the offseason. But you want to give people some people their flowers now while you can before everybody splits their different ways. But it's pretty exciting what you guys are building. 16 games left to go here. You guys fine-tuning the roster. Now you're fine-tuning your game for the push for the playoffs. And then, you know, come mid-April, going to be winner take all. And it's got to find a politically correct way to say what I was going to say.
I just like when our team's back's against the wall. Like when we're backed into a corner, we fight and claw to get out of it. So there's absolutely no quit in this team. And there's sometimes I think when we lose, we tend to overthink and, you know, kind of overanalyze some things when it's just, hey, let's just get back to work and get back to normal. The
hungry dog runs faster, and an animal is most dangerous when it's backed into a corner. So those are two things definitely to look out for. Black Bears back in action Friday and Saturday night against Elmira and Danbury. Both of the games are on the road. 7 o'clock starts. Games will be broadcasted live on the Black Bears YouTube, right where you're watching this if you're following along on the internet with us right now. Binghamton will be back at home on March 15th. That is a Friday against the Mississippi Sea Wolves. Some new blood coming to town for the first time this season. So Mississippi in town Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday, St. Patty's Day, a special start time at 4 o'clock. Black Bears will be wearing their green jerseys, of course, and we encourage everybody to wear green to the game on Sunday. So 3 home games St. Patty's Day weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And if you need to get tickets, you can do so by calling the office at 607-722-7367 or skate on over to binghamtonblackbears.com. Speaking of skating, want to appreciate you setting up my skates with some new laces. I took them out for a spin the other day, and I feel like I'm getting faster each and every day.
You can thank Gemma, my fiance, for that, because she threw on your wheels and you know, she was cruising around and she tied those laces a little too tight and then didn't know how to untie them, so we had to cut them with scissors, and, you know, made me do a little bit more work. But yeah, no problem. I'll put laces in for you anytime, Brooksy.
Oh man, well, I'm just gonna need or get you to retape my hockey stick too. That way I can score more goals when I'm out there.
We'll get you a PTO here soon.
Yeah, someday. Someday, but probably not today. Well, Coach Sherwood, thank you for your time. We appreciate it, as always, here at the Tully's Good Times with Coach show. Coach will be back here on Tuesday, March 19th with us. That's the next Tully's Good Times with Coach show at 6 p.m. right here at the Tully's on the Vestal Parkway. And coming up, or after this quick timeout, we have Black Bears forward Austin Thompson.
Whoa.
One of the second-year forwards joining us here on the show after this quick timeout. So don't go anywhere. Back with you after these messages.
Black Bears are finally back in town for a 3-game weekend against the Mississippi Seawolves and Elmira River Sharks. Make sure to join us at 7 p.m. on Friday and Saturday and a special 4 o'clock puck drop on St. Patty's Day. Get your tickets now at binghamtonblackbears.com. Experience the new way to watch your Black Bears play all season long at home and on the road, free on YouTube. Black Bear fans, it's now time for the Bricks Barber Company Clip of the Week.
Play up for Leeson. Lord stretching. It's on his tape. Anderson comes in desperation. Egbert made the save. 10 seconds left to go in regulation time. Egbert holds.
Bricks Barber Company located in the number 5 Commons at 41 South Washington Street right here in downtown Binghamton. Give them a visit today. Fans, make sure to join us at the next Tully's Good Times with Coach show on Tuesday, March 19th at 6 p.m. at the Tully's on the Vestal Parkway. Join myself, Brooks Hill, head coach Brant, Sherwood, along with some of the Black Bears players as the team gets ready to make the push for the playoffs. Black Bears are finally back in town for a 3-game weekend against the Mississippi Sea Wolves and Elmira River Sharks. Make sure to join us at 7 p.m. on Friday and Saturday and a special 4 o'clock puck drop on St. Patty's Day. Get your tickets now at binghamtonblackbears.com. Experience the new way to watch your Black Bears play all season long at home and on the road, free on YouTube. Black Bear fans, it's now time for the Bricks Barber Company Clip of the Week.
Play up for Leeson. Lord stretching. It's on his tape. Anderson comes in desperation. Egbert made the save. 10 seconds left to go in regulation time. Egbert holds.
Bricks Barber Company located in the number 5 Commons at 41 South Washington Street right here in downtown Binghamton. Give them a visit today. Fans, make sure to join us at the next Tully's Good Times with Coach show on Tuesday, March 19th at 6 p.m. at the Tully's on the Vestal Parkway. Join myself, Brooks Hill, head coach Brant, Sherwood, along with some of the Black Bears players as the team gets ready to make the push for the playoffs.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Tully's Good Times with Coach Show. Brooks Hill now joined by Black Bears forward Austin Thompson with us up here tonight. Austin, a 2-time guest here at Tully's, recurring guest. First time this season, came early on the show last year, and actually you were just talking about it. Believe you came on after the first Michigan trip last season in the Black Bears second season, my first season of doing the show and being a part of the team, but I feel like a lot's changed since then. What's been going on in your life since last November, Austin?
Where to begin? Obviously, finished out the year here. Broke my finger in playoffs, so that was pretty cool. I enjoyed
remember that.
Yeah, I got to rehab that all summer. Thank you, Metu Bouillard. Appreciate it. And then, obviously, back here again because I love this place so much.
Yep, big shout. Before we get to the next question, just fill everybody in case you might have forgotten or you need a refresher, and hopefully this doesn't cause a bad memory for you. Austin did break his finger in the playoffs last year, blocking one of his own teammates' shots. So big thanks to Mathieu Boilard. Hope you're doing good, and hope Knoxville is treating you well up in the SPHL. So just a funny little tidbit. I mean, it wasn't funny in the moment, but now we can laugh about it that it's over.
Definitely not funny then, but funny now.
Okay. All right, yeah. Well, painful then?
Extremely.
Okay. That's what I thought. So we're glad to, have you skating around back in full health. You've been kind of a plug anywhere kind of guy this year with the Black Bears. We've seen you on the power play, on the PK, taking face-offs on the wing, first line, third line, anywhere really. Anywhere besides defense and goalie, of course, is a spot that we really haven't seen you play this year. But what are you doing in year 2 with the Black Bears?
Just getting more comfortable, I guess. Obviously, coming in as a new player, you want to get a feel for the league and the team and the coach. But after finishing up last year with Jersey and coming back again, obviously got to know him better as a person and a coach and his style. And it's actually funny you mentioned that. Jersey and I talked about it earlier this week about me just kind of being everywhere. And I said it's pretty much a rover. Like, wherever he needs me, I guess that's where I'm at.
Rover.
I mean, left wing, right wing, center, definitely no defense, and 1,000% not being the goalie. So
okay, so goalie and defense are on the hard no list.
Hard no.
Okay, all right. So that's good to know. No Jesse Anderson up here for Austin Thompson. He's only going to stay up front. We'll back check though.
Yes,
we'll
of
back check.
Of course, back check.
Okay, so that's good. Had a goal on Friday night's game. Good stretch pass from Don Oliveri, and good breakaway goal this year for you. So I know that the goal scoring has not been as high as you would like, but the assist part of the game and helping other people score is just as high and almost, I would say, more impressive with the kind of passes that you're delivering to your teammates this year. So I definitely wanted to compliment you on that, but I wanted to ask, is it hard for you because you're not seeing as many go into the net, or does it really kind of wash away based on the fact that the team is playing very well and you guys have already secured 28 wins this year?
I mean, no one likes to talk about themselves and their own success, but obviously when I get chances, I'd like to score, and not seeing them go in is definitely painful. But again, I mean, I think I get more happy when I set up a guy and he scores a goal. So it's a fair trade-off.
Very well spoken, and just to hammer home Austin's point there, hockey players do not like taking credit for anything that they do. It's always about the team, always about the other guys, always about the next shift and the next game. So very humble, and I'm really glad that you were able to share the spotlight, and you continue to share the spotlight with the rest of your teammates as well. It's very exciting, not only to see you rewarded, but see some of the stuff that other guys are contributing this year as well. I've asked some of the guys who were on the team last year, like yourself, what the biggest difference is between last year's team and this year's team. I think we've kind of hammered home the point that the room is a little bit closer. Guys are a little bit more committed to working every day at it. But is there anything different that I'm missing here, or we just need to move on to the next question there?
No, I think you hit everything there, and obviously young blood and a lot of hungry guys. So
now that there's been a influx of younger talent, even though you're very close in age to a lot of the guys coming out of Davenport, how would you assess what the last couple of weeks have been since the Black Bears have started getting in these new college or junior signees?
I mean, I'm used to it now because obviously last year same thing happened. We're bringing college kids in, and I know sometimes it's hard because you're playing with new guys and trying to get to know new players, and they might only be here for a game or two. But I mean, that's pro hockey with college and junior guys. I'm just happy that they're getting their shot and making the most of it.
Well, we hope that all the new guys continue on and continue playing good. I'm excited for hopefully games number 2 and 3 for some of these guys. One of the college guys here tonight, Andrew Utoro, making his second appearance here at Tully's.
Junior, no college.
Junior.
Junior.
Yep. That was my next point, but no stolen valor for Andrew Utoro. He's a rookie junior player.
Could have been a Davenport alum, but decided to come here instead.
Well, that's not a bad choice. Seems to be working out for him so far. 6 games, 6 points. Not too bad.
Not bad.
Yeah, not too bad. Speaking of teammates, got some questions here for you that we put out on social media, that if people had a question for Austin, that they could comment on Instagram or Facebook. And the next time we're here at Tully's on the 19th, when we have the player for that date, we're going to do the same thing. So if you have a question for the player, just make sure to leave it on the Black Bears Facebook or Instagram. So former Black Bear, Colin Fitzgerald, wants to know the story about you and Pokemon Go. Heard that is a popular app on your phone. Can you confirm or deny that?
I can confirm, and he's only telling you half the story. He's also an avid Pokemon goer, I guess.
Okay. I need to know what team you're on in Pokemon Go.
Yellow, for sure.
Okay. All right. So everybody, Austin Thompson, Team Yellow on Pokemon Go. What's the most popular Pokemon that you have, or most unique, I should say, because popular would mean it's a common.
Yes.
Most unique Pokemon that you've captured in Pokemon Go. And this game is, keep in mind, folks, this game has been out since I was in college, at least as a junior. So we're going to go at least 2018, 19. So at least 6 years, maybe 7 years. And a 7-year-old game that you are still playing on your phone. What is the most unique Pokemon that you've captured?
A shiny Heatran, probably a couple years ago.
Okay,
it's on and off. It's on and off with Pokemon Go. It's not every day.
Okay, all right. Are you in a little bit of a slump in it right now, or are you trending upward?
We're on the downslope right now. I mean, we've been home a lot or on the road a lot. I just too tired, honestly, to pull it out and walk for it. So.
Okay. Big game right now in the front office is Monopoly Go.
That's a good one. I had to stop playing that after. It was crazy.
You haven't spent any money on these games yet, have you?
Of course not.
Okay, good. As soon as you start paying for a free game, they got you.
That's exactly it.
All right. So Colin wanted to know about Pokemon Go. I guess I have to ask, who's better, you or Fitzy? Or can you be better at it?
I guess your level, and I'm higher than Fitzy.
Okay.
I know he's also on and off too, but we started it back up last year, and now that he's gone, it's not the same.
That's good. All right. I believe these guys are your former college teammates or maybe your junior teammates. Didn't deep dive too hard into their profiles once I saw their questions because I didn't know if it was a troll or not. But they wanted to ask what's up with the sock tape that you wear or the lack of. I am in the locker room a lot, but I'd have to say I have not noticed that you use either not enough sock tape or the right amount. So can you fill everybody in on what your story is in your hockey playing career with sock tape?
I've gone 25 years without using it, and then recently, over the summer, I noticed my shin pads are a little too loose, so I put a couple stripes around the top of them, and that's about it.
Okay, so essentially, like if you're gearing up for the Black Bears game this Friday, you're not putting any sock tape on it.
I do 2 laps around under the knee, so just kind of tight, but like nothing crazy where some of these guys are going up and down and laps around it. I just quick and simple.
I see a couple of designs that these guys have. I feel
no
like some
designs,
of them use a whole
designs.
knob that they go through, and I mean, think about it. These guys are taping up.
It's crazy.
Their socks every single day they're on the ice, and they go through a lot of clear sock tape very quickly. Okay. I have to say that was probably the weirdest question that we got.
That's a Davenport for you.
Okay. Any shout-outs for your guys in Davenport that you want to throw out that way?
Just all the boys there.
Okay. Yep, all right. Shout out to all the guys of the Davenport hockey team. Also, you were a member of the lacrosse team.
Yes.
Over there. So our transition, the tape question, how much stick tape did you use while you were playing lacrosse?
Also not a lot on the stick tape. I'm not a big knob guy, especially on my hockey stick too. I do a couple laps and then down the shaft. But lacrosse was also a small tape job. I just never wanted to run out of it and then start freaking out because I don't have enough tape. So I just kept it simple, especially because I retape every game. My knobs. Yeah, I'm one of those guys. So
I
quick
was not
and efficient.
an every game guy.
Got to keep the clean tape on. Can't get too dirty or sweaty.
I was big retape after like a rain game or like a rain practice. That's typically when I would always retape my lacrosse sticks outside.
You have to after that, but I'm usually tape it up for the game and then go throughout the whole week with that in practice and then retape it up again unless the game was rainy or snow or if it got destroyed during the game.
Okay. Did you tape the butt in?
I did like a little light knob for like my pinky to hold on to.
Okay. Same here. I was actually big knob for the butt end in the lacrosse. Obviously for outdoor. Box kind of just rolled with it. Really didn't care. I'd never changed anything from indoor to outdoor. I didn't care that much. I just wanted a good run when I was playing indoor. Got another question here for you. This one's submitted by our good friend Derek.
Shout out Derek.
Derek wants to know what's your favorite place to shop.
It depends what we're shopping for, I guess. I'm not a big shopper. I know my girlfriend can attest to that, and it definitely annoys her that I don't shop enough. But if I go out grocery shopping, Aldi's or Walmart, maybe pick up a papaya.
Okay.
Some meats, keep it simple. Love steak, obviously. It's a no-brainer. And then just like Best Buy for electronics or Lulu for clothes.
Okay. There you go. I was going to say, let's say you were going to go get a sweatshirt. Going to go to Lulu?
Yeah, from all the gift cards and Christmas and birthdays.
There you go. You save them up. How many gift cards you got saved up, you think?
I think I got too many. I don't spend enough again. I got a couple of Roots and Lulu's actually back at the apartments, just sit in my drawer.
There you go. Okay, so everybody on the team, Austin Thompson's got the Lulu gift cards ready to share out with his teammates because he's got too many of them.
Apartment 201 if anyone wants to go in there.
Okay, there you go. Funny about that, like parents used to always say like at Christmas and birthdays, like save your presents, like save your money that you get, like you're going to need it a little bit later on. Don't spend it as soon as you get it. I feel like I've had some gift cards from a couple years that I still am just sitting on and be like, hey, like, you know what? I proved them wrong. I could save this. Maybe I forgot about them in the process, but
that could be it.
Yeah.
I got some of those just stashed away from 4 Christmases ago that, again, I'm hardly home because I'm playing hockey either at school or up in New York, so not a whole lot of spending back in Canada.
So during the off season, and I know last year was a little maybe a little odd for you because you had the broken finger and you're rehabbing that. Are you going back to Ontario during the summer, or are you staying somewhere in the States?
No, I go back home in Ontario.
Okay, with friends and family?
Mom and dad stay at the house.
Love that. That's really good. Always love it. Going home, seeing your parents. Your parents were at the game a couple weeks ago, correct? Or you had some? I know you had some family members.
I had a small army there. I had mom and dad, grandma, one of our good friends from my junior team, and then girlfriend, her parents, her kid, or her sisters, and then obviously my nephew, which is a little stud. So.
Oh yeah, and so Austin had a lot of people at the games in Motor City a couple of weeks ago. Detroit not being too far away from Leamington, correct?
Probably an hour at most.
Is that counting going through customs and the border?
It depends what side you get. I mean,
Okay.
Some days you get the good guys that just, hey, where you going? Go through. And then sometimes you get the grumpy ones that are questioning you for 30 minutes.
Okay, but realistically, if no problems, it's taking you an hour to get from.
Yeah, I'd say
Leamington to
hour
Detroit.
15. The
Okay.
furthest drive is honestly probably from my house to the border, and then right from the border, I'm pretty sure it's 20 minutes. So.
Well, that's awesome to be able to not only meet some of your family members while warm-ups were going on, things like that. So you said little nephew, correct?
Yeah, nephew.
Yeah,
He
little
loves the
nephew
hockey
running
games.
around with a sweatshirt that said Thompson and 25 on it, trying not to run into the walls, everything like that. So it was really neat to see. That must mean a lot to you being able to. I know that during the season, maybe all of us don't get to see like our family members as much as we would like to, but to be that close to them, even if it was just for a weekend and they're only there to see you play 2 games or so, that's got to be pretty special.
I mean, especially for obviously my parents and girlfriend's family. They love watching my hockey games every night. I'm on the big TV, even if her cousin has a game too. So, I mean, it's great seeing them. They make their trips to New York once in a while. I know the girlfriend's coming up next home games that we have, which is going to be nice. And her mom and dad are in Florida, but they're going to try to come up for playoffs. And I know all our custom jerseys we got, you'll be seeing those in the arena with them rocking them.
So a lot of Austin Thompson jerseys walking around the Vision Veterans Memorial Arena.
That's what we like to see.
Yeah, absolutely. We love seeing people supporting our hometown guys, and it's great to see that Black Bears are getting a lot of support, especially you in year 2, climbing up the jersey order ranks. Bobby keeps a list of everybody who order every time someone gets a jersey ordered with him. So Austin Thompson's climbing up those power rankings,
That's
trending
good.
upward.
We like that. And I know during their auction sales, I have Dave Palmer, a good friend and fan of the team, and I spot him in the crowd every time. And I just know he's bidding everyone up there for the jersey. So him and his boy Sean, appreciate it. Keep going. No complaints.
Well, in case you're wondering when the next time you can bid on an Austin Thompson game-worn jersey is, it'll be on March 22nd. It's Sock Out Cancer Night, and so the Black Bears will be wearing specialty Sock Out Cancer jerseys that will be auctioned off live after the game. That game is on the 22nd of March. It's against the Watertown Wolves, and puck drop is at 7 p.m. live, post-game jersey auction to follow. Had a couple more things that I had wanted to talk with you about real quickly. Being from Ontario, obviously hockey kind of runs the world up there. I would almost say
Yes.
okay. We're just leave it at that.
No-
Hockey runs the world
No
up.
other comments, but yes.
Does it feel any weird for you, or is there any kind of notion that, oh, hey, I'm going to like leave Canada and I'm going to come to the United States and I'm going to come play across the border?
Honestly, no. I've been playing out of the country in the States here for 7 years now. I did 5 years of college in the States. I did a year in Wisconsin, freshman year, and then transferred to Davenport and Grand Rapids for another 4. And then, I mean, wherever opportunity I can get to keep playing this game, I'm going to try to do it, whether it's stateside. I know Europe could be pretty cool, but girlfriend wouldn't love it, and obviously he's far from home. So
That is far.
I'm good with stateside.
Okay.
I'm happy with it. I like it. I enjoy it. And these fans here, just the atmosphere is just insane. And, you know, we love them for it, and I know they love us. And there's nothing better than playing in Binghamton.
Yeah, that is Very, very well said. And Binghamton right now leading the FPHL in attendance, both in total attendance and in average right now. Hopefully knocking home that title for the third straight season. Be the 2 years, and I've been here as well. That's why I was thinking that way. But heard you had a little bit of fun today after practice. I know it was a tough, grueling practice, but I heard you wanted to unwind, and you made your way over to the golf simulator today. Is that right?
Yeah, I got to swing the clubs in a couple years, obviously, because last summer was a wash or a write-off, and showed the boys the kids still got it and beat them in the sim.
Yeah, and anybody who needs to step up their golf game on the Black Bears team, this is your opportunity now to shed some limelight on them.
Apparently, my roommate, Kirkby, is pretty good on the golf course, but I never seen him play. He's always scared to invite me out. So maybe one time when the weather gets nice, I'll get the invite.
Okay.
And then I know Stone was looking to get a couple clubs. Bonner's not bad. He blames the sim why he sucks. I mean, could be that. Could just be he's not that good. And apparently, Utes played varsity high school. Could have fooled me with, by the way, swinging him out there.
Oh.
So a couple guys got to work on their game, and I guess Gavin Yates is also pretty good on the course. So.
I have seen Tyson and Gavin play before, so I can attest that they both are pretty good. And seems like the group that you guys had over at the golf simulator earlier today was a pretty fun group. And sounds like you were the big winner. Is that true?
Yeah, we weren't playing for money. It was definitely a fun round. And, I mean,
Not this
just hanging
time.
out with the boys is always great no matter what we do. I mean, we
That's
got bowling
good.
after this, too, so that's going to be fun, and can't wait.
Well, that's awesome. So best of luck to Utoro, Stone, and Bond the next time they want to take on Austin Thompson. You know what they say, if you come at the king, you best not miss.
They missed today, but next time they might not.
All right, they'll get you next. Hopefully there'll be a little bit of spirited competition, and with the warm weather heating up, hopefully you guys can get back outside
Yes,
sometime
that would be
soon and
nice.
start swinging them around again.
The sim is not the same as a golf course, and there's not, I mean, golf course all day.
I will say, typically the simulator scores are better than the outdoor scores.
Bond's
So-
thinking the other way around after his performance. He's thinking the sim was shorting his yardage by 20 or 15 yards, so I don't know.
Maybe he wasn't calibrated for his height.
That could be it. Put the wrong club selection up when he was swinging the 6 instead of a 7.
Okay, well, hopefully Dakota Bond gets the rematch that he's looking for with Austin Thompson. Hopefully the guys can get outside and swing the 6 around and enjoy some of the beautiful springtime and summer weather here in the Binghamton area as well. Austin, anybody else that you need to give a shout-out to or anything like that before we let you go?
No, they all know who got it, so we're good.
All right, awesome. So that is the voice of Black Bears forward Austin Thompson. We want to thank you for joining us again here tonight. We're going to take a quick time out. We have an update for everybody on the playoff packages going on sale right now. So we'll let Austin go finish up his eating, and then we'll wrap up the show here in just a little bit after this quick timeout.
The Black Bears are finally back in town for a 3-game weekend against the Mississippi Sea Wolves and Elmira River Sharks. Make sure to join us at 7 p.m. on Friday and Saturday and a special 4 o'clock puck drop on St. Patty's Day. Get your tickets now at BinghamtonBlackBears.com. Experience the new way to watch your Black Bears play all season long at home and on the road, free on YouTube. Black Bear fans, it's now time for the Bricks Barber Company Clip of the Week.
Play up for Leeson. Lord stretching. It's on his tape. Anderson comes in desperation. Egbert made the save. 10 seconds left to go in regulation time. Egbert holds.
Bricks Barber Company located in the number 5 Commons at 41 South Washington Street right here in downtown Binghamton. Give them a visit today. Fans, make sure to join us at the next Tully's Good Times with Coach show on Tuesday, March 19th at 6 p.m. at the Tully's on the Vestal Parkway. Join myself, Brooks Hill, head coach Brant, Sherwood, along with some of the Black Bears players as the team gets ready to make the push for the playoffs. Black Bears are finally back in town for a 3-game weekend against the Mississippi Sea Wolves and Elmira River Sharks. Make sure to join us at 7 p.m. on Friday and Saturday and a special 4 o'clock puck drop on St. Patty's Day. Get your tickets now at BinghamtonBlackBears.com. Experience the new way to watch your Black Bears play all season long at home and on the road, free on YouTube. Black Bear fans, it's now time for the Bricks Barber Company Clip of the Week.
Play up for Leeson. Lord stretching. It's on his tape. Anderson comes in desperation. Egbert made the save. 10 seconds left to go in regulation time. Egbert holds.
Bricks Barber Company located in the number 5 Commons at 41 South Washington Street right here in downtown Binghamton. Give them a visit today. Fans, make sure to join us at the next Tully's Good Times with Coach show on Tuesday, March 19th at 6 p.m. at the Tully's on the Vestal Parkway. Join myself, Brooks Hill, head coach Brant, Sherwood, along with some of the Black Bears players as the team gets ready to make the push for the playoffs.
Welcome back into the final segment of tonight's show. We want to thank you for watching along on YouTube and everybody who came out to Tully's on the Vestal Parkway here tonight to join us. Friendly reminder, the next Coach's Show will be on Tuesday, March 19th at 6 p.m. right here at Tully's, once again on the Vestal Parkway at 6 p.m. Myself, Coach Sherwood, EJ, Josh, and maybe some others. Black Bears players will be here as well. Special guests to be named at a later date, of course. But right now, I wanted to fill everybody in on an update on the playoff ticketing options that some people have. So right now, the Black Bears are offering the playoff package opt-in for current season ticket holders. So if you're a current season ticket holder, you have the opportunity from right now until Thursday, March 21st, to opt into this playoff package. It's all based on the current seats that you already have in your account and about the maximum amount of home playoff games the Black Bears can have. So you can call the office or stop by. I know a couple people stopped by today, and we helped get them sign up. And we have the prices listed on the Black Bears website, BinghamtonBlackBears.com. Go to tickets and click on playoff tickets, and you can pull up the chart based on the seating zone that you sit in, and you can find out what your playoff price is going to be to reserve the seat that you already have for the entire slew of playoffs. Any unused tickets for the playoffs will automatically roll over to your renewal down payment for the 2024 and 25 season. Again, that is currently running right now for current Black Bears season ticket holders until Thursday, March 21st. That is your deadline, because then on Friday the 22nd, single game playoff tickets go on sale to the general public, either by calling the office at 607-722-7367 or by visiting BinghamtonBlackBears.com. The list of single game ticket prices is also on the Black Bears website as well. So single game tickets go on sale to the general public on Friday, March 22nd at the Sock Out Cancer Night. So that's our update on playoff tickets. Playoffs are slated to start the week after the regular season ends. So I wanted to make sure to give everybody that update on playoff tickets. I know a couple of people stopped by after practice today. Shout out Derek. I know he came up and he talked with Kelsey and Trevor signing up his tickets. I helped some people out on the phone, and we'll be able to do, you can do this in person at the third floor offices or over the phone. Again, 607-722-7367. From now until the 21st, season ticket holder opt-in for your same seat for the playoffs. And then on March 22nd, free reign, single game playoff tickets go on sale for the Black Bears. That's going to do it for tonight's show. For our producer Josh, head coach Brant Sherwood, and forward Austin Thompson, my name is Brooks Hill signing off. We'll talk to you live from First Arena on Friday night for a rematch between the River Sharks and the Black Bears, and we'll see you back here at Tully's on March 19th. Thank you, everybody, and have a good one.